Are you tired of not getting the right information when you search for it? So am I, and I think it's one of the biggest issues today is that we have so much information, but the information is oftentimes wrong, bad, or both. So this is the first episode where we will actually dive into what some of the misconceptions are, what some of the bad information that's out there is telling you to do. And instead of just me saying this is bad, I will also say what is good, what you can do, and with the wrong examples I will show you, I will also tell you what is good about them and when you can implement them. But just so we understand what the goal of the different training methods are. So let's start with an definition that is the boring part of this. But in order for you to understand this, so what is the difference between agility and change of direction? So agility is a rapid whole body movement with change of velocity or direction in response to a stimulus. And the definition continues with highlighting the presence of cognitive and decision-making factors in agility, contrary to COD or change of direction. That is just the physical component of it. So what this means is that change of direction is a part of agility, but for it to be agility, you need to respond to a stimulus. So a stimulus could be someone telling you which corner to move to, pointing into a corner. It could be an opponent hitting a shot. It could be a feeder just doing multi-shuttle in a high pace where you don't know where the shuttle is coming. So it's a stimulus that you have to react to. So it could be catching a tennis ball, hitting a shuttle. You get the point. But change of direction is a part of agility. So when we get better at change of direction, we then have to take that and then also add a stimulus so we get faster on court. Just to make it easily understandable. And we also have to so this is, of course, my passive-aggressive comment of agility, because there are so many things in this saved section that is not agility, even though people call it agility. But there's one really good source of information when it comes to not just sports science, but how to train outside of the court in badminton. And it's this Instagram account, badtenconsulting, which is Christian. I can't pronounce his name, so I won't even try, but he was recently on a podcast with, on the Average Not Average podcast with Victor Axelsson. He's, of course, he's been working a lot in China with the players such as Zheng Jiwei, and he knows his stuff. And as you see in the post, he says, what is not agility, even if people say it is? So the first example, running through cones without any decisions, that's change of direction, not agility. And I think we need to understand this, and also just remember that without any decisions is changing direction without a stimulus. And then quick ladder drills with no context, that's foot speed or rhythm, not agility, is what Christian is saying. And of course, yes, that is true. And he actually used the same study as me. Fun. And then also pre-planned movements, that's repetition, not agility. So pre-planned movements would be like doing footwork on the court where we know where we're supposed to move every time, so we can perfect it, or just we know where we're supposed to move. There's no reaction, and he goes on to say that when we do let's go deeper into this. But the memorized movement patterns is not decision making, and that is something we do quite often in badminton. I think that we do shadow footwork, or we do things where we don't have to react to anything. So it could be that you're free to move wherever you want while you do the footwork, but when you do that, you know where you're supposed to move, so you can have the feet in a good position all the time, and so on. So what Christian then goes on to say is that real agility is perception plus decision plus action. You respond to stimulus, choose what to do and how to do it. So if there's no uncertainty or decision making, you're not training agility. So he goes on to say that if you want to really train it, you have to do it with opponents, you have to do it with unpredictable cues, real pressure. That's how you actually develop real agility, is what he's saying. And of course, I had to record this episode once more because the audio was something was wrong with it. And what I said in that video was, of course, I will start commenting on the information that is good, and to be positive to the creators that are actually doing good for the badminton community. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's move into some examples, and we can decide if it's agility or not. So for some reason, everyone is doing this. Whatever. Okay, so kg.badminton_ says the agility manager in badminton, here are 4 workers to move faster and smarter on court. Okay, so what we see here is there has been no real change of direction. There has been no reaction to anything. So this is not agility. Doesn't mean the exercises are bad, but it's just that we don't practice agility while we do this. I think it's good to have them in your warm up, but that's it. Okay, so they are in the wrong. And then we move on to 5 badminton workouts or 5 works, and still pointing up for some reason. So what they write here is that agility and footwork are key to the speed and precision on court. With the right training, you can improve your reaction time and move more efficiently, always being in the right position. So even there is wrong information. You cannot improve your reaction time. You only get better at anticipating where a shot will come or what your opponent will do, based on how their body position is, how they have played before. So if it's the first rally in a match, or if it's the middle of the 3rd game, you will probably have learned a bit about your opponent, so you can read the game a bit more easily. But looking at these exercises, do we have anything? So we even got four more exercises, and there is no agility training here. It's a bit of explosiveness, it's a bit of speed, but that's it. Once again, warm up things, not actual agility. And maybe a bit of footwork, but also footwork is very badminton specific, which means you have to do it on court, I would say. And then we have even more pointing up. And of course, I commented on this 13 weeks ago because it was wrong. But okay. So no reaction to anything. No, this is just foot speed. It's a bit of coordination, foot speed, but no, it doesn't do anything meaningful. And a 50 seconds slow, 15 seconds sped up. So once again, warm up exercises, but this is not agility. And then we have the last example. So here is so the text is right. Agility isn't just about moving fast; it's about reacting faster. And well, of course, reacting faster part we can argue because you can't react faster, but you kind of can. So you can just have your body in a better position. You can have your feet more ready, so you can time the split step better, which will help you move faster, and it will look like you are reacting faster, even though it's just your foot position. So these agility drills train your body to change direction quickly, explode into the next shot, and respond instantly to what's happening in court. By repeatedly accelerating, decelerating, and re-accelerating, you're teaching your nervous system to fire faster, move, and more efficiently. Okay, so nervous system, fire faster and more efficiently. Yeah, we can give her that. What is improved? So these exercises, I think was it 8 or how many? Yeah, doesn't matter. So we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna improve the speed, acceleration, reaction time, and decision making, change of direction ability, footwork efficiency, balance and coordination, lower body power, injury resilience through better control. So it's a lot of things that we're supposed to be better after doing these exercises. First one is has nothing to do with reaction time, decision making, footwork efficiency. No, because footwork efficiency is how you. So let's say you're landing. You Someone has lifted to your forehand, and you play a good attacking shot. Efficiency from there is to choose the right way to move to the next shot in the most efficient and fast way possible. So that means, like, are you supposed to take one chassé step? Are you going chassé steps all over the court? Are you just landing and doing running steps? That's footwork efficiency. So that's something we have to. So we have to know how to do everything, and then we kind of have to figure out for ourselves when we're supposed to use each of these different things. But okay, first one, nothing. Second one, a bit of balance, maybe some lower body power, but it's still, it's not really power. It's just moving a bit, more like opening up the hips more than anything else. Yeah, still not. And also, like, how can you improve acceleration without doing anything that's accelerating the body? So still, like, I would maybe do some of this in the warm up just to get warm, to move, to get the joints ready, and so on. But as far as the expectations of me being faster, improving my reaction time and decision making, change the direction ability, I would be kind of disappointed if I did them like 3 times a week, because nothing would really happen if you are not a total beginner. But still, it's not how you train these things. Okay, so now have we seen a lot of examples of how we're not training agility. So I think it's time to see an example of looking at change of direction without agility. So just the change of direction part. And I think this is a great exercise that I'm going to show you now. So this is like a game where one is chasing and one is, or like both of them are chasing, can't speak. They're both trying to catch each other. Just switch the word because I can't speak. But they are accelerating, decelerating, re-accelerating, and trying to catch each other. And that's, this is a great change of direction. It's a fun game. You have to not only be fast, just accelerate, is running forward. So a sprinter would be good in one way, but then just the being as fast as possible with the acceleration, then decelerating, and then switching directions. That's the true thing. That's important, and that's hard. So this is a great exercise from emergence performance. And I think, even though it's not, I think this is more for team sports or maybe tennis more than badminton, because it's such long movements and the way you change directions. But that doesn't mean it's not good for badminton players to do it, because, well, with changing direction, it's something that's not really badminton specific. And that's also good sometimes to not always do things that are specific. So that's something. Oh, yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to show you this one. Well, actually, because it has 14,000 likes, I have to show it. And this is badminton agility for first court movement is, and if you've learned anything from now, it's that these exercises are not agility at all. Um, the most agility part was when he showed him playing on the court, but the exercises are not anything with that. And then we have AJ Jayaram. I think that's how he pronounced. No, I'm not, I know it's not how he pronounced it, but I think that's his full name. Former pro player, and he's a coach now. So he is showing you 8 agility drills, and they can be done 30 seconds with equal intervals between each one. 2 to 3 sets twice a week, and watch your speed and fitness grow is what he's saying. So the first ones are not any agility at all. It's in a bit of maybe speed, a bit of this is great balance, coordination, a bit of plyometrics here, so really good. But here comes the true agility, and this is really good. You know, you have one chasing, you're moving chassé steps to the side. One is chasing, one is following. So this is good. We have to make decisions. We have to move, change directions. And here's the badminton specific, where we point and we move. So we have to respond to stimulus, which is pointing, and that's great. And then this exercise is, of course, in every video, because I think it was Shen Long who did it many years ago. So people like to take that, and I think this is the best badminton specific one we've seen so far, even though it was only 2 of the exercises that were true agility. We still had at least 2 of them were really good. And then, you know, the other ones are also good warm up, or maybe some conditioning work even, for speed and so on. But I think the single leg zigzags is a good plyometric for balance, coordination, and this is the best one of the not agility exercises in this video. And then, of course, the sideways chassé, super solid video. And of course the pointing and moving, badminton specific, great. And then I actually didn't realize that this was a badminton. So when I just saw this this name and didn't think any more of it, but it was in a badminton academy, so that's great. And this is a really good, you know, fun game where one is chasing, one is trying to not get taken, and chasing each other. Don't know why I have such a trouble with that word today, but you know, trying to fool each other, you're trying to catch each other, and it's really good. So it's not badminton specific, but once again, we can't do everything badminton specific, because we need to have other skills as well. And it will actually improve us, especially as kids. You know, just doing badminton things is not the right way to do it. We have to do a lot of things that are not badminton specific. So really great video. And of course, I commented great exercise and great work, because yeah, you know, they're doing good. I like this. They deserve a compliment. And now, so Christian, as I mentioned before, he has also put this video out where he is doing some agility training on court with some young players, where they have to react to what on iPad is telling them where to move and how to where to move. So this is agility. I think I tried this one time, kind of when I was a player, but I didn't like it. And of course, that's just as a player. As a coach, I understand the benefit of doing this. Now I understand it, and I can see the value in just not knowing where to move, or you know, when we do more agility things on court, you know, where we have a feeder that's feeding us really fast and really deceptive. then it's one type of reaction, but we can still react to the shuttle. But here we have to react to a different stimulus that we're not used to. So it's a good variation. Still wouldn't do it, too much maybe, but once a week or something, depending on how much you practice, is good. But I think this is what you can do, like if you when you have a lot of sessions a week. Otherwise, I would just do it with shuttles. But now the shuttles are so expensive. Maybe this is the future of badminton. Just doing things as much as we can without shuttles, just practicing what we can. And this, of course, when we don't have the shuttle, we can just focus on the footwork and the things, and not having to think about hitting a shuttle. But of course, that's the benefit of having multi-feeding, is that we have to play a good shot back. So good example. And then of course, as you see in this video, so this is again what Christian did with Sheng Wei when he was training in when he was his strength and conditioning coach in China. And so this is not like this first exercise is not what we're supposed to look at. This is what we're supposed to look at. So we have reaction where we have to, you see a color on the screen, and then you have to move to a cone that's that color, and then in between Christian is feeding a shuttle, so you have to also you have to react to a lot of different things. And that's the world number one player doing that. But also they have so many sessions in a week that they kind of have to do different things, and I think it's good for them to have variation. For us that are not at that level, I would say it's better to just play with the shuttle as much as possible, unless you're training, let's say, over 6 sessions per week on the court. So here we have a different one where we see them moving to a different position. They implemented quite a lot, and even though this is not what made Sheng Shui so good, it's what they did the last period. And I think it's we have to include the things that are and here is good, throwing different colors of cones that they have to catch. And the front player is supposed to catch the red, the back player is supposed to catch the blue, so you have to react as well. So that is perfect examples of real agility training, not the fake footwork, still not footwork kind of exercise that we're used to seeing on Instagram. So this is a perfect example of that. And I don't think I've missed anything else, no. And like this is what agility looks like, and we have to make it we have to be better at just using the right language. And it's not that I want to be like a elitist or something, that you have to speak my language, I'm a scientist. It's not like that at all, because I'm not a scientist, first of all. But it's really important that we speak the same language, because then if you speak the same language, we understand what we're saying, and it's so much easier for the players to know what to do. Like, there are so many instances where I can remember that a coach has told me something like, "Oh, you need to get better endurance," and I was like, "Okay, and how do I do that?" And they were like, "Yeah, just get on a elliptical for 45 minutes." And it's like, okay, yeah, sure. And it's but that was just, is that good for badminton? Is it right to do it in the middle of a season? Like, what's going on here? Are we being like, what kind of endurance are we working on? And is that the type of endurance that I need, or is it something else? So, or like, if someone say, "Oh, you need to be stronger," then it's like, yeah, but okay, so should I just, yeah, what does that mean? So it's a lot of those things that we and then so are we truly increasing max strength? So like doing it in a 1, 2, 3 rep range, or is it like just getting stronger in general, which means that you can just train hard? Like, it doesn't matter if it's 1 rep, 5 reps, 25 reps. It's just hard when you do it. So we need to be a bit more specific when we talk about things, and especially when it's these so dumb. Like it's not agility. As it's not like you're not actually doing that much of anything, and I'm really tired of it. It's the thing that when coaches just practice hard because it's fun and it feels like we're getting things done when we train hard, but it's not doing anything else than just accumulating fatigue. And we just have to be better at doing this, and speaking the right language is important, just because then we can actually have it will be easier for the whole community, for the whole, in this case, badminton community, to actually help each other, and to when someone says, "Oh, you need to improve your agility," and then it's like, okay, but what does that mean? What's included? And then they do these things, the fireworkers for bad, this stupid exercise that you see on Instagram, and nothing happens because it's not what you need, because it's not agility. Um, and maybe it's not agility that you need, it's just that your footwork technique is wrong. So then you do a lot of unspecific badminton things to be better at changing direction, but then it's the actual badminton specific change of direction that is sorry, you don't have the technical skills to do it. And then when you add a stimulus, when you get agility, then you are really really bad at it because you don't know how to do it. So we need to just understand how different things work together. And I know it's hard, but I think that for content creators, we have to be better, and just don't post something because someone else posted without looking at what it is. Because I can tell you, like this this text that are on most of these posts, that is kind of right because it is AI generated. I know that it's an AI because we can see this is super clear that it's AI. The emojis, how it's written, and of course that the text has kind of nothing to do with the exercises in this case. So I mean, if I were just to let's say, so let's go. So let's say okay. So let's do give me a text for give me a caption for my Instagram post about exercises to do for badminton agility, and give explanation and make the audience understand what they will improve and what agility is. Okay. So let's see if it's yeah. I mean, it's, and this is just for like, if I were to do it more specific, of course we will get more specific things, but it's just yeah. Do they have a text? No. But then so it's quite easy to understand when it's yeah, it's just something that the players have done before, and they just continue to do it. And a lot of coaches just take exercises that their coaches gave them and then giving to the next generation, and then it will continue. But that's where we can need to change the pattern and to keep what's good. But sometimes just understanding why it's good and to understand what is right. So when we're working speed, for instance, we have to rest a long time in between. So if you do like 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off footwork, max speed, it's not max speed because it's more of the repeated sprint ability you're working. It's a bit more endurance, kind of. But it's, working speed, we have to rest. Like, if we're doing 30 seconds on, it's too long, first of all. But let's say we do 10 seconds on and maybe like a minute off, even more when we're truly working speed. And this is what you have to understand and be better at. And like, I'm not doing this to criticize too much or like to be mean, but I think that we have responsibility, especially when you are a pro player, and you have a big audience, and a lot of things you say are good, but then you add these things in that are not true or that is not good, and then people believe it. And I will make a video short about a very sarcastic video where I'm doing some strength exercises that pro players have said, oh, do this for a backhand, or do this for a doubles defense or whatever, and it's just so wrong. And I will also like explain how it's wrong and like how you can see it. And actually, now I remember that. Look at this story. So in training human performance, be cautious when you see simple solutions to complex problematic formulas, extraordinary claims, vague or unclear evidence. So then you have to slow down and ask the question. So, okay, what are the mechanisms? What is the context data, not just testimonials? So that means that if I say, if I have 5 players that say, "Oh, I did this workout and now I'm so much faster," that's not data. That's just people saying it works, but it's not like can't prove it that it was from that. And of course, it's important that okay, so I've done this, it works, and there are no studies that can kind of back it up. But I've tried it and it works. But then that's how we start, and then of course, evidence is important. And I think just asking questions is good. And I think we have to be better at, just reading and understanding these things. So hopefully you've understood what agility is, what my point of this video was, because, well, it's just time that we get it right. And I want you all to reach your potential. That's the goal of the podcast. Is why I started like 4 years ago. It's why I continue to do it. It's why I'm working as a coach now. It's why I'm passionate about this. It's just that, I didn't get the right tools when I was a kid. I had like, my ambitions levels were so high, but no one told me what to do. And well, let's make sure that doesn't happen to anyone ever again. So thank you for watching this first real YouTube video, and hopefully you will like the video. You will leave a comment. If you have questions, just let me know. Follow me on Instagram, of course, at Badminton Science Podcast, on YouTube at Badminton Science, maybe podcast even there. And I would also I want to give a shout out to the coaches that I mentioned. So I would also follow, of course, badtenconsulting. Follow him; he's great. We have this guy, which I'm not even following, but of course he deserves to follow because of his this exercise. And I'm currently working on a summer program for you guys, and the next episode we will talk a bit about warm-ups, maybe even other things that I changed my mind a lot, so that's also something to keep in mind. As you see in this, I just have to show it to you. Oh, I can't fast forward. But this is actually this guy that I'm his coach, not badminton coach, but strength coach, and he's currently in Denmark, gonna play Thomas Cup for Sweden. playing men's doubles, and just want to give him a shout out as well. Good luck, even though we're in the group of death, as we might call it, because we have Taiwan, Korea, and Denmark in our group, and that's that's tough. So yeah, thank you for watching this, and next time I'm gonna make sure the video is even better. I'm gonna make adjustments. So if you have any things that I can make, yeah, and if I can make it better, just let me know, because I want this to be enjoyable. Thank you.